Good morning. It is day, is this 3 or 4? It's actually the 4th day, 3rd full day. Yeah, it's good when you lose count. You know you're on vacation then. So we are in the Boardwalk lobby, which is gorgeous. I love this lobby. And we were headed out to Animal Kingdom this morning. Made it to Animal Kingdom. It took an hour. We had to wait 40 minutes for the bus, then plus the bus ride. And there's still surprisingly a long line to get in, even though we're pretty late. It's 10 o'clock. And there's the lovely Tree of Life. Our first Fast Pass has already expired since it took us an hour to get here. And so we're gonna go see if they really do have a grace period. I've heard there's like a 15-minute grace period. If not, then we'll just have to wait for it. Apparently there is a grace period because our Fast Pass had definitely expired, and we even had another one right after it, but they let us on. I mean, it turned green. They didn't just let us on, it worked, so that's nice.
One is little ones in the back. You guys are cute, but I know you're not that tall. These are not hyenas, nor are they related. These are called painted dogs or African wild dogs.
I was gonna say those are too tiny. Maybe the face didn't do much.
The little stubs on top of giraffes' heads, they are called ossico. There are 2 ways to tell that these are African elves. One being that we are currently on an African safari. But 2 is if you look at their ears are actually quite large. Look, just lying down way on the top right. Now,
we had an awesome safari. We had a good driver and got to see a lot of animals. That was a really good one. We even got to see the cheetah moving around, which is pretty rare. Beautiful view of the Tree of Life right here. Gorgeous. So we're heading over to Everest because everything's so late today. We're actually towards the end of the hour for the Everest Fast Pass. And then it's actually our last Fast Pass today because I have one for Primeval World, but I'm not gonna ride it. I don't think Brian's gonna ride it. And then Dinosaur is still closed. They extended its refurbishment, which is a bummer. Heading on to Everest. I love this look of boredom on Brian's face.
Just chilling.
You're just chilling. Okay, I got my gluten-free food from Restaurantosaurus, and it came in a bunch of separate containers. I guess in case you have other sensitivities that you forgot to tell them, they're being on the safe side. But there was like something in all these different containers. But what was really sweet is while I was standing there reading on it, the lady asked me if I was celebrating anything. I told her my birthday was the purpose of this trip, but it was in the past. And she said, oh, it stole your birthday, and gave me a gluten-free cookie, which was super nice. And Brian got the veggie burger and Safari Amber Ale. So it looks good, we're gonna dig in. We had a really good lunch at Restaurantosaurus, and I didn't think that's something I would ever say. The last time we ate here was, I think, a few years ago, and I did not like my food, but you know, they added the toppings bar and stuff, and they added this new veggie burger that Brian wanted to try. How was that?
Yeah, it's really good. It actually had like barbecue sauce on it, so it's kind of zesty, and the toppings bar is really nice. They had guac on there, which is kind of unusual.
Yeah, that is unusual because it's kind of expensive usually. But I got the chicken sandwich, which isn't exciting or anything, but it was very good. I mean, it was not dried out like a lot of the quick service, and like you said, the toppings are nice. They gave me a whole bunch of toppings in separate little containers as I showed, and I really enjoyed it. I would eat there again for sure. The only thing that's annoying that we both agree on is the soundtrack. Oh, it's terrible. It's like every bad song on one soundtrack, and it's so short. We heard all the songs twice, and we didn't take that long. We weren't there that long. So even though we've only done like 2 things, we're heading out. We came here, we did the safari, we did Everest, and now we're leaving. But it's because we're gonna be back another day this week, and that's Saturday, which the food festival is really crazy on Saturday, so we thought we would go ahead, head back, take our midday break, and then hit the food festival later today, while it's a good day, and then spend more time here on Saturday. Made it back to Boardwalk. That was actually fast. We had a long trip this morning and a short trip this time. So we are going in to take our midday break. This is one of the many advantages of staying where you can walk to parks. We were just talking about that this morning while waiting on the bus for 40 minutes. It's a huge, huge plus to me to be able to walk to 2 parks. Plus, one of those 2 is our favorite park. Welcome home. Welcome home, Brian. After a really nice break in the room, we're headed back to Epcot. We're here at the bridge that goes over from Boardwalk to International Gateway. And we're going for food and wine. I know you guys are shocked about that. So we'll be there momentarily. Stopped in Ireland and Brian got the fisherman's pie and what kind of beer? Killarney cream ale?
Yeah, Irish cream ale.
Yeah. Go ahead and taste the beer. We're not.
It's alright. Something I noticed with this festival, the beers are not really exciting.
Do you like the Flower and Garden beers better?
Actually, I do, yeah.
Huh.
I had this, of course, last year.
Wobbly table.
I think they bring this back every year.
Yes.
Seems like it. Some seafood goodness right there.
We're gonna go on the shade.
Good.
That is really good.
Next stop, Canada. I'm gonna get the Le Cellier beef filet mignon. So here's the filet I got from Canada. This is a really big piece, bigger than I got the last time. It's good size. Yeah, really good size. Brian stopped in Hawaii and got the tuna piqué.
That's really good. Love some raw tuna.
Is it better than last year? About the same?
It's the same. Let's see what this one. What's this right there?
I couldn't tell you.
Rice, maybe?
I don't know.
Let's see. Rice. Yeah, the tuna's really good now.
Alright, we're at Epcot at the Food and Wine Festival and we ran into Dave from the Mickey Dudes podcast.
Hi everyone.
So you want to tell us a little bit about the podcast?
All right, well, we're the Mickey Dudes. We're a bunch of guys who love Disney from all walks of life, from all around the country, mostly East Coast. We got a guy, furthest we have out is a guy in Texas, but everybody else is pretty much the Northeast, one guy in Chicago, and we have a guy across the pond in Scotland.
And I noticed you guys have a sponsor of Joffrey's Coffee, which is here all over Disney
yes.
World, so that's pretty convenient.
I spent the last 4 days stopping at each one of their 4 booths over here to try one of their drinks. So today was the Lemon Berry Sunset, which was down by
Test Track? Yeah,
yes.
I saw that. I haven't tried it yet. Was that good?
That was pretty good. That's where I dropped my phone after I saw your message, and now I'm trying to restore my phone.
Yeah, he's working on his phone. That's too bad. I tried the Tiki Torch. I really liked that.
Yes.
That was very good. All right, so where can people find both you and the podcast?
Okay, you can find me on Twitter at Figments Reality. The podcast, we're on iTunes, Stitcher, all the general podcast media at the Mickey Dudes, and you can also find original blog content by all of our guys at themickeydudes.com.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Thank you, Carmen.
And I will put a link to where you can find their podcast in the show notes below, so check that out. And I'll also put his Twitter handle as well down in the show notes. We're stopping in New Zealand, and Brian's gonna get the mussels, which I can actually smell. They smell really good. Brian stopped at New Zealand and got the mussels. You ready to dig in? And what kind of wine did you get? A Pinot?
Let's try that. Tasty. Let's get these mussels here. Of course, they're all attached. Come on, mussel. There we go.
Really good. They smell good. Brian's stopping in Australia, and he's gonna get the Cooper's Brewery Extra Strong Vintage Ale. I wasn't even trying to find Remy in Norway, but I looked over and saw him. I think he has bread. We'll figure it out once we look at the map again. Brian's gonna put the bread on. We're not sure if it's the squash or the bread, but we're gonna go with bread for now.
But it really doesn't matter when you turn this in.
No, they don't. They don't care. But we want to do it right. It's fun.
Yeah. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left.
We are stopping in China, and Brian is getting the Happy Peach. Brian just got the black pepper shrimp from China and the Happy Peach.
Happy Peach is really good.
You already tried it?
Yeah. Shrimps from last year. The noodles look good. They look really nice, spiced up. Let's see.
Is that good?
Really good.
I think we're gonna call it a night here. We're on the friendship boat on the way back to Boardwalk Inn. So thanks for watching. If you enjoy our videos, please subscribe, like, comment. We appreciate all of that.